Turning to business news now with Nona Peltier beside me. And Nona, normally I have some notes about what we're going to discuss. Today the page has just got 13 X's on it, so whatever you're going to talk about
it's
is
just
clearly
becoming more and more mysterious, isn't it? Every day.
But this is kind of mysterious because I'm looking over your shoulder rudely, and you're going to talk about PushPay, right?
Yeah.
And tell us what they do.
Well, PushPay is another one of these. Now, last week we talked about tech companies that were doing it tough, you know, having a hard time. These are a couple of tech companies that are doing the opposite. They're really going ahead. PushPay is one of them. PushPay is like a mobile app type of thing, which helps churches collect donations from their parishioners and so on. So it's really they're putting their faith in the churches in the United States to drive up their revenue.
Quite extraordinary.
And
so it's not the old wooden plate being passed around and you're whacking 20 cents like when I was a kid.
No, you
this is credit cards, EFTPOS, the whole
smartphones,
tithing, the whole nine yards.
Yeah, the whole thing. Anyways, look, they're expecting very large growth in revenue, and they're looking to raise some additional money. They're thinking that their revenues will be $100 million a year, and that's an annualized revenue. That's by the end of March next year.
$100 million a year revenue?
Yeah.
And their sole way of earning that revenue is church donations. Is that their sole?
Yeah, well, pretty much. Yeah, that's it. A lot of people go to church in the United States.
What an extraordinary story.
Yeah, exactly. And anyway, so they've done very well, and now they're listed in New Zealand, Australia, and they're looking to list in the United States maybe within the next 3 years.
Good God, I knew nothing. Good God, did you ever use it?
You've got it. Well, and it was another
Make a
really
donation.
interesting, another much bigger and more well-known tech company is Xero. They held their annual meeting in Sydney today, and I had a chance to talk to Rod Drury, who's the founder. Well, you know, there's no one who's a better cheerleader than Rod Drury when it comes to its own company, and he said that really they've outperformed everyone else in the region in terms of tech companies with strong revenue growth, which is great because they're going to use some of that revenue to fund new development that takes advantage of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So they've got this cloud-based software, which, you know, accountants use and all sorts of small businesses and so on. Well, they said that platform, because of the way it's written, really gives them an edge when it comes to developing new services for accountants and small businesses. And it's all using machine learning, so they'll be drilling down into those servers that they've got all over the world to deliver new services to their customers. And they say it won't cost that much. They're still on track to break even. And so, yeah, good for them.
Rod Drury sells Xero. He sells that dream very passionately and persuasively, doesn't he?
He really does.
Yeah.
His share price has gone up and down. Today it didn't do as well as you would have expected considering what he had to say. But overall the market itself was down about 0.5%, 43 points to 7,586, and that's the top 50 index. Xero's share price was down 3 cents to $26.86. PushPay's was steady though at $1.65. Now the New Zealand dollar is also steady, but you know, the market's a bit rocky right now. Looking at what Donald Trump Jr.'s been up to with the emails, it's unsettling a little bit. And on top of that, Janet Yellen's about to give some evidence. Right. She's the chair of the U.S. Federal Reserve. People will be watching to see how that's going to shape up in terms of interest rates. Is that going to how the dollar is going to do in terms of its strength? Right now, it's dipped a little bit. So the New Zealand dollar benefited slightly, 72.4 U.S. cents, 94.6 Australian, and 56.3 British pounds.
Nona Peltier, thank you very much indeed.